Hey everybody, good Tuesday morning. Coming to you from my little dining room this morning. A little foretaste of fall in the air the last couple of days. I know that I rode out, I'm getting my mojo back, y'all. I've been under the weather for 4 or 5 days, but last night I rode out to Home Depot and got a truckload of lumber and had the truck windows down and feeling that evening coolness of fall in the air. Love it, don't we? We love this time of year. The Morning Post, I hope you're doing okay today. Hope life's treating you well. Appreciate you tuning in, reading, watching, hearing. I hope that I speak to some of you, and I'm okay with upsetting some of you. One is just as powerful as the other, to be honest. But anyhow, the Morning Post this morning, I woke up thinking, time waits for nobody. No matter if you get sick, things just keep on going. If you die, well, the world just keeps right on going like you never even existed. Time doesn't wait for us. But anyhow, the Morning Post this morning, time waits for no one. There are some things about Donald Trump that I love. I know it seems weird to even start off of a post saying some crazy shit like that. But maybe Trump is here to expose all of us. America, the church, our so-called love of our neighbor. Maybe Trump is a mirror for me, for you. We see what it is about ourselves by looking at him. Now that the country is broken, do we try to find any silver linings in all of this darkness? The church has a history of hiding pedophiles, a long history. Now, the church has elected a president that is hell-bent on hiding and protecting pedophiles. There's no surprise there. Any man or woman that stands in a pulpit and supports Donald Trump has never known God. We all know that. Let's quit pretending. Good heavens. We've got all the other people try to make excuse. Well, it's their journey. It's their dad. No, we can't judge. Y'all quit pretending all that silliness. Anybody that can see a man like Donald Trump and stand in a pulpit or stand beside him and say, "This is the choice of hope and future and goodness," y'all quit pretending. That person's never had no experience with Christ. They've read the Bible for years and or have been brain dead to what the Bible's even about. Good heavens, just stop pretending. At some point, just stop pretending. No, no. Now that the country is broken, do we try to find any silver linings? I'm trying to this morning. I'm going to pick out a couple of them. The old-time country preachers used to say, just because you signed a church book and went down on the corner and joined the little local Baptist church doesn't mean you've had an experience, an encounter with God. All you got was church religion. That's what the little old country preachers used to preach up in Tennessee and all that I'd just stop in and go visit sometimes. They'd preach that you had an old-time Holy Ghost, Spirit-filled experience with God when you wept at an altar and give your heart to God and made these promises to God that you'd try to do better. God, having an experience with God will make you want to do better. Yeah. Whatever happened to the old saying, what would Jesus do? You remember years ago that was on the bumper stickers and on backs of pickup. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? It kind of got annoying, didn't it? It got on your nerves. You don't hear any of the MAGA crowd, the white Southern evangelical Christian MAGA crowd. You never hear any of them now say anything about what would Jesus do? Especially when they're rounding up children and separating them from their families. What would Jesus do in a case like that? What would Jesus do? You don't hear any of the MAGA people talking about Jesus and what he would do. Oh, they think Jesus is an arch conservative now that would kick people off welfare. Good heavens, y'all! We're living in some kind of weird space, ain't we? um, you know why they don't use "What would Jesus do?" If we just quit pretending, they all know themselves that they're a bunch of hypocrites. Yeah, but people that's the MAGA people that hear me talking like this, they just scratch their head like, well, maybe I am a hypocrite. Ain't no maybe to it. Good Lord, you know good and well you're a hypocrite. Good Lord, quit playing games with yourself. Yeah, I love that Trump. There I go saying I love Trump again. I love that Trump has exposed him. You know. Yeah. For those of you that think Gavin Newsom or any other person is going to come riding in on a big white Democratic horse and save democracy, and the country goes back to being the way it was under President Obama, that is never going to happen. That ship has sailed. The country can never go back. It has been forever changed. Cher used to sing, if she could turn back time. Well, she couldn't. And neither can we. Time waits for nobody. The old days of a two-party system is more or less over, or at least hanging by a thread. And y'all, I don't even know if that's such a bad thing. I kind of like that all of those Cubans who supported Donald Trump are now just outraged. And they are, the Trump people, are rounding up Cubans and dropping their asses off back in Havana. I don't know, just call me a mean, awful, mean-spirited person. But I kind of like that. What's that old saying in the South? What's good for the goose, good for the gander? You reap what you sow. Que sera, sera. Good heaven. There I go talking about something else Trump did that I like. The old country preachers used to declare that in the last days, great multitudes of people would be deceived. Well, we are all witnessing that like we have never seen it before. Anyone who voted for Trump is as blind as a bat and have deceived themselves into believing all the lies. We are all watching it in real time. We have a front row seat to history as the great Southern Christian movement across the South is in shambles and looks like a bunch of crazy people. Good Lord. It's weird, isn't it? Is God doing this? Is God in this? Is God using Trump to jerk all the curtains back and let us see ourselves and our neighbors for who they are? Wouldn't that be just like Jesus, as my Granny Bratcher used to say? Well, wouldn't that just be like the Lord? Now that they broke the country, and the country is never coming back, not the way it can never go back and be the way it was before. And the Constitution doesn't matter anymore. Do we try to find any silver linings in any of this? What good can come from this? Now that the evangelicals have destroyed our way of life for these past 200 plus years, what is this new America going to be like? They preferred a king and a Lord, so now they have one. Good Tuesday morning, sweet people. For years and years, a lot of them in church world use the Bible as a weapon against other people, against interracial marriage, against gay people. They supported racism. Y'all, think about that. The majority of churches across the South supported racism and segregation. Yeah.